Mint Mobile. We were speaking, shout out to Tech Troublemaker. He was saying that, hey, all of these services are getting you. It's a plan. They want your money, they want your coin, and people are starting to cut back. And Mint Mobile saying, hey, we got a deal for you that might be enticing enough for you to want to jump ship with your current carrier. Mint Mobile has their annual plan, and they're saying that they're going to give you 50% off for the first year. Ryan Reynolds is the gentleman that owns Mint Mobile, and he's doing something really, really big. He has this plan where you can pay for your phone service up front. And when you pay for it up front, you don't have to worry about a monthly bill. All right. So now they're saying for new customers, they got an unlimited plan off their annual deal. So right now you can get it for 50% off, which works out to be about $15 a month. But the only problem is you got to pay it up front, and that's $180. So after that first year is over, that price goes up to the regular $30 a month. So you'll be paying $360 for the year. So almost $1 a day. That's not bad, right? $180 for the whole year, or $1 a day. Next year, $360. It's a sweet deal for sure, but you got to be straight up about a few things before you commit. All right. So the fine print, we need to discuss this. It has an unlimited plan, but they do have a cap to a certain level. Okay. You get 35 gigs of data. Your speeds might get slower, especially when the network is busy. So if you go to a concert or you're at an event, they may slow you down. They may slow you down because they're using T-Mobile's networks, and T-Mobile automatically gets priority. Also, your video streams are locked at 480p. So you're not going to be getting 720. Nobody's watching 1080 on their phone. You're watching 720. So if you're watching a video on your phone, you're watching 720. They're going to dumb it down. They're going to lower the video quality to 480. So don't say, oh, I'm getting 4K on my phone. You're not. You're not getting 1080. You might get 1080, but it's the average person is watching a 720 video and you can't really tell the difference. So what they're saying is they're going to lower the video quality down. So if you're watching a HD movie, it's going to be locked to 480. The coverage, they run on the T-Mobile network, so you'll need to check their coverage map and make sure you have a good signal where you are. Where I stay at is no problem, but you might be in the backwoods or in the country. You might have an issue, okay? Now, remember, this deal is for the first year, and the price doubles after that. And that's what the price will be moving forward. So $180 for the time you purchase, and then the year to the date that you purchase, it will be $360 moving forward. And then they're also saying, here's the big kicker, customer support. This is an online only thing, and there's no physical stores that you can walk into and get help. You're dealing with customer service over the phone or online. Mint Mobile also has a special Mint Tech advisors for their 55 and up plan to help with a switch. And they also say, but you still won't have a face-to-face interaction. So if you're in that older crowd and you want to make this deal, they said that they got something for you, okay? Basically, there's just no support unless you're online or over the phone. Now, if you are like me and you like to do any international traveling, this plan may not be for you. The unlimited plan does not include free international roaming. You have to buy credit for that, and those costs add up. So if you're a traveler, you might want to factor that into a budget. Ideally for me, I'm not really worried about it. As long as my phone is unlocked, I'm going to use a SIM card over there, and I'm going to use my social media apps to be able to communicate with my people here in the States. But everybody does not have WhatsApp in the United States. So there's some people that like to do text messages back and forth, right? The unlimited plan is your only option. Mint Mobile has other plans that might be a better fit depending on how much data you actually use. Their other plans aren't capped on video streaming, and the mobile hotspot data is a little bit more flexible. If you don't use a ton of data, you could save even more money with a different plan and still get better perks for things like streaming. The unlimited plan is a good deal, but it's not the only one in the shop, okay? Now, the mobile hotspot that we were just talking about, you get 10 gigs of high-speed data for your mobile hotspot. And if you hit that limit, they're saying that they're going to drop the deal or drop those speeds down. So if you like to connect your tablet, if you like to connect, another device to your phone and stream off of that second device off of your phone, then, once you hit that 10 gig data, you might run into an issue. Okay. Streaming quality, 480p, and that's just standard definition. So don't be expecting everything to be that high definition, shall we say. Taxes and fees, the price you see isn't the final price. Just like anything else, you got to pay taxes and fees on top of that. So the $15 a month price look is a good look, but the actual cost is a little higher, but make sure you factor that in before you commit. All right. So the question that I have for you before Revis gives us his comments is, do you think Mint Mobile has something? 1, it only makes sense. 2, I wish other companies would consider this option. 3, they're making a play to be a major player. Or 4, they're making me consider making the switch. 1 through 4. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Revis?
I think it's a good deal. I know people that could actually use it. Phone is off every month because they forget to pay, but it is also prepaid, so they can't forget if they pay it for a whole year. And I'm pretty sure that before that year is up, they're going to try to get you to go ahead and subscribe for the next year. So you have a whole year to save up for it. So it's a
$1
good
a day.
idea.
But Revis, $1 a day. I mean, 365, you can have 5 days off. $1 a day, and you can have this plan, if that makes sense. So, I mean, 360 is not bad compared to, like, right now, I'm paying $123 a month for my T-Mobile bill. So that's, now keep in mind, you are on the T-Mobile network, but you're using, I don't know the correct terminology, but I think it's a MNVO. I don't want to say it and then I don't really, but basically you're using a secondary line. So basically T-Mobile is renting out their networks to Mint Mobile. And so T-Mobile customers get high priority. So that's why when I say when you go to concerts or you go to events and there's high usage, then you're probably going to be second priority. It's not to say that you can't not make phone calls, but if you need to use data, you're going to probably be lowered. That's what that means. So just be mindful of that. But if you're not going to concerts or if you're not in a crowded, congested area, you're not going to have that problem. So just keep that part in mind. Let me see. What? Everyone doesn't have WhatsApp. Sounds interesting, says Sister Queen. I think it's a good deal. Once I have an issue with T-Mobile, I'm out and I am going to make that switch over there to Mint Mobile. That is my second primary option. I have 2 cell phones. Might be worth it for one of my phones, says Shirley P. Makes sense. Makes sense. Can be intriguing, says Shirley P. So, yeah, I think we may have something. We may have found another player. I will try this out whenever that time comes for my current service to end. I will be making that switch just to say, is this good? Is it not good? And we can go from there. So you guys said, I wish other companies would consider this option. Unfortunately, a lot of these companies, they're all about the bag. They're all about, hey, I want my money, run me my check. And as long as that check clears every month, I'm happy. That's what it is. It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
Alrighty then.